This is not even a sentence. That's a slap on the wrist.
There's so many aspects of this that are disturbing.
I don't think anybody can say that this was, that justice was administered.
This is a miscarriage of justice.
This is absolutely an outrageous sentence.
I don't understand this judge at all.
This young lady will be harmed every day of her life. She will think about this, and she will have to live with it no matter what. And this guy is going to be out by Christmas.
6 months is absurd, and Judge Persky has no business being on the bench if that's the type of sentences he's going to mete out.
Stanford law professor Michelle Jobber is leading the recall effort to get Judge Persky off the bench, and Professor Jobber goes on the record with us tonight. This is really appalling what has happened here, such a grotesque miscarriage of justice. I served faithfully as a prosecutor in San Francisco and Los Angeles District Attorney's Office, fighting cases on behalf, of victims of violent crime, sexual assault, and to get a sentence like this, how in any way possible could this be justified? How could this judge justify it? Any report to back this up?
No, I think this sentence is clearly unjustified. In fact, I think that the judge bent over backwards in order to give this young man a very lenient sentence. And, quite frankly, the minimum sentence prescribed by the legislature for this, as I'm sure you know, Kimberly, is 2 years. And, that is not, frankly, a lengthy sentence. So he wasn't looking at 25 to life. He was looking at 2 years, possibly 4 or 6. And, 2 years is, should have been a reasonable, at least minimally sentence for this crime.
It's really outrageous because, his conduct and behavior would qualify as a sexually violent, predator. And studies show time and time again, individuals like this, there is a high rate of recidivism. There are individuals back out in the community that can pose a serious danger or threat or risk to reoffend. And it's terrible. And the message that it sends is just, the value, the life of this young woman didn't mean anything. I mean, 6 months for this guy. I mean, tell me what kind of support you're getting now that this is getting so much national attention, and you see jurors now stating that they are not going to serve because they cannot be fair in front of this judge because of what has happened.
I think the jury thing is quite interesting because I think the reason for that is that that Judge Persky really undermined the jury's verdict in this case when he sentenced this young man below the statutory guideline of 2 years. I'm sure the jurors left that courtroom after they convicted him for 3 serious sex felonies thinking that they had done a good job and that he would now be serving a sentence. And when they learned that he had given him this very lenient sentence that basically sentenced him for a misdemeanor, he undid their work. He broke faith with the jury. So I don't blame individuals for not wanting to serve under him. They don't trust him.
Well, and it's also their obligation, right, to tell the truth, be forthright, and if they have a reason why they cannot serve and be fair and impartial, they are obligated to tell and inform the court, and that's what he gets. So, but I do want to focus here, on the victim, on this young woman. I understand that you know her. What can you tell us about her tonight?
Well, she's very gratified by all the support that she's getting, the letter from Vice President Biden, the fact that Representative Jackie Speer, who I admire greatly, has organized a reading of her letter on the House. Yeah. Yes, she's a remarkable fighter for women and champion for women's rights. And she is going to organize a reading on the House floor by representatives, each taking a paragraph of the letter. I think that will be very moving. I mean, she's just blown away by how much it resonated. But let me just say that I think her words, have really reached out and touched so many people, not, just because it's well written, but it is, and a great piece of literature, which it is, but also because it gives voice to the feelings that millions of women and men who have been victims of sexual violence have never had the ability to express.
Yeah, it's so courageous and fearless. She is to be commended for that because it takes a lot, especially having gone through so much, to say, you know what, I want to give back and make sure that other people can feel safe and victims of violent crime and sexual assault can come forward and give voice to stop this level of violence against women. Unbelievable. Well, we admire you too, Professor, for doing this. I think it's really important, and we certainly appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you very much. If your viewers are interested in joining...
Go ahead. If we're interested, go ahead.
Oh, if you're interested in joining the recall, you can visit www.recallaaronpersky.com, and you can get information, sign up for updates, and donate there.
All right, fantastic. And our viewers have heard it, and hopefully they'll act on it.